All right, first up today.
Yeah, most kids love maple syrup, but do your kids know how it's made? Do they think it just comes in a squeeze jar?
Do you think it comes out of the bottom from
I
the
don't know where it
grocery
comes
store?
from.
Riveredge Nature Center is busy preparing for the upcoming maple sugar season, and they're inviting you and your family to come on out and tap some maple trees.
Tap it up.
Tap it up. Joining us now is Pam Uihlein. She's a naturalist, an educator at Riveredge Nature Center. She's going to tell us all about maple sugaring and more. Great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
This must be a time of year you look forward to, because I feel like once it's maple sugar season, we can kind of see spring is around the corner.
Yeah.
Or we hope.
Absolutely. We actually call maple syrup season the 5th season at Riveredge because March is when we're all hoping and praying for spring. We see signs. We're starting to hear birds. We're starting to see some signs in nature that it's coming, but it's really not here yet. So we make maple syrup, and that really helps get us through because it's so much fun.
I have to say this morning, I called my son into my room. I said, you have to listen. I can hear a bird. Yes. I heard a bird. I was in shock. I loved it. Yeah. I get what you're saying. It's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, those little sparks get us excited. What does the Riveredge Nature Center do? What do you do there?
So Riveredge Nature Center is 379 acres of prairie, forest, and wetland, and we are an outdoor classroom. We host so many school kids who come to see us every year. We have adult learning classes. We have places where people can come and hike and recreate in nature and have that quiet time. And we are opening a charter school next fall. So we have so many exciting things going on.
What do you got? Is this tapping a tree right here?
This is tapping a tree. So that is me a couple of years ago doing a demonstration that then we share with the schools who are going to come and see us so they have an idea of what to expect.
So cool. Is it harder, do you think, than most people imagine it is to tap a tree for syrup?
Tapping a tree is actually not that hard, but the real work is then collecting the sap. Yeah. Because this bucket, when it's full of sap, it's pretty heavy.
How many buckets could you get out of a tree during sap season? Or
it really depends on whether or not we're having that ideal weather for the sap to flow in the trees, but we could get 5 to 15 gallons out of a single sugar maple tree, which is pretty impressive.
That's a big yield.
Do they like being tapped? I mean, do trees want to give us their syrup, their sap?
That is such a good question.
I feel for trees. Like, I feel trees are like this living, breathing thing.
I know, and that's such a good question, and I was really reflecting upon this because maple syrup is this amazing community activity that we get to do where we are taking something from the natural world, but we are not harming the natural world. So when we do it properly, we're not harming the tree whatsoever. And so it's such a win-win.
Reproduce all that sap?
It does, and and even though a tree could give us 5 to 15 gallons, it's not going to harm the tree at all. However, you want to make sure you're tapping a tree that's large enough. That's actually really important.
Okay, you don't want a newbie. You have to have a more mature tree. Okay, that's fantastic. Well, so you brought some of these fun things here. Are these some of the tools that are involved in tapping maple
These are our tools, absolutely. So speaking about making sure you have a tree that's large enough, we have this little thing that looks like a giant magnet, and on the end here. And we have various names for this. Sometimes we call it the hug-o-meter because if that can fit around a tree, the tree isn't large enough yet. I know.
That was
enough. Sorry.
That was risky, yeah. That's good.
So that's a really great demonstration to do with the kids. And so when we're trying to pick a tree to tap with school groups that come to see us, we first make sure that the tree is big enough.
That's fantastic. You got some wonderful events coming up. Thank you so much for being here.
And you got to take, if you haven't had real maple syrup, it is it is incomparable. It's incredible.
It's the best.
It tastes so different than what you buy from the store.
You're going to want to drink it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do a little taste test, so we are going to drink some.
Okay, let's do that.
Yes, you want to do that? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So my first year, I had never, like when you guys first came on, I first tasted it, I did not know the difference because I'd never had like real maple syrup. Now it's like there's no, I mean, you can tell right away.
And so here we go. So here's our finished product.
It was so good.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's really good. And it's a little thinner than like commercial syrup, and that's because it's real.
And all this is the sap from the sugar maple tree. It takes an average of 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Really?
Yes.
So you're like boiling it down?
You are boiling it down, exactly, because when it comes out of the tree, it's only 2 to 3% sugar. So that's a very low sugar content.
So when you taste it, it's not sweet?
It's not sweet. Sometimes you can detect a little hint of the sweetness in there, but it's really that process of boiling the sap.
I kind of remember that. Remember when you're a kid and you touch a tree and you get it all over your hands?
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, that wasn't sweet. So you got to boil it down. Maple Sugarin Festival, Saturday, March 23rd from 10 to 2 at the Riveredge Nature Center. You can visit them online at riveredgenaturecenter.org for more, all of their fun events and their outdoor classroom as well as charter school to come.
Yeah, because the kickoff and the tree tapping starts February 23rd. So check out the website for all those event details.
Absolutely. We need a lot of help getting those trees tapped, and it's a wonderful, fun family event.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Delicious, too.